Hello, friends, subscribers, and viewers. Today I'm going to talk about suffering and the awareness of suffering. And many times I have been confronted with natalists, and they will tell me that they don't feel like they're suffering. But I believe that they just disregard the suffering that they do feel in their life because whether it's frustration or sleep disturbances or just getting a pimple or sneezing, those are forms of suffering, and suffering cannot be denied. Every sentient being suffers once born. So, okay, I'm going to go through the different levels. I have deemed the mild as a level 1, moderate as a level 2, and severe as a level 3. Now, the mild sufferings can be considered inconveniences. They are intrusive and chronic. We suffer the recognition of these inconveniences on a daily, if not ongoing basis. Levels 1 and 2 could graduate or gravitate to level 3, especially if chronically felt. Pain is somewhat subjective. These are not concrete categories for the list of discomforts. So I'm going to go through the mild conveniences here. Level 1. I have feeling hot, thirst, feeling cold, cuts and scrapes, gagging, congestion, as in nasal congestion, sneezing, hunger pains, voiding, hiccups, itching, getting vaccines, watery eyes, dry skin, pimples, aches, ingrown hairs, and falls. And by no means are these a comprehensive list of sufferings. I'm going to go over here to the moderate category. Coughing, foot blisters, worry, getting pinched, choking, stubbing a toe, bruises, biting your lip or tongue, canker sores, heel spurs, vomiting, shin splints, headaches. And if you will notice, the asterisks by a couple of these categories, such as headaches and insect stings and toothache on the other column, can also graduate to the severe category. Or for some people, they could actually be mild. Let's go on to arthritis, tendinitis, indigestion, insect stings, heartburn, bursitis, inflamed cysts, toothache, sunburn, skin knee, sleep deprivation, and fatigue. So let's go on over to the level 3 category of severe. We have burns, irritable bowel syndrome, bone cancer, bleeding peptic ulcer, shingles, passing kidney stones, labor and delivery, bowel obstruction, post-op pain, smashing a finger, corneal abrasions, appendicitis, broken bones, frostbite, pancreatitis, migraines, and heart attacks. Now, I have put a star besides corneal abrasions because that was a very memorable and oppressive pain that I had in, it was about 1982. And I had very severe corneal abrasions in both eyes because of wearing contacts and wearing overnight contacts and having either a dry eye problem, or the enzymes that were used to clean the contacts severely irritated my corneal abrasions, and I was in immense amounts of pain. In fact, my roommate was not home, and I could barely open my eyes to even use the telephone. I was in extreme amounts of pain, and I called the ambulance. And there was very little that, could be done, but my eye doctor saw me that day, and he actually drove me home. That was back in the day when that sort of thing would be done. Now we have just far too many people in the world to service, and there is a lot more indifference when we have the level of population that we do in our communities and globally. So, this particular talk and write-up was something I started taking notes on back in the winter, and I kept it in my little tablet of ongoing videos to compose and publish. And little by little, I added to it. So today I added even more to it, and I finalized the video. And this particular video is a concept that I'm actually quite proud of, because people do not feel that they are suffering. In fact, I was posting one of my bulletins, and a guy that drives around a lot confronted me, and he said, "But Diane, you don't suffer." And that's such a dismissive statement and accusation, because everybody suffers. And usually I wake up with any of these mild sufferings. I either wake up feeling hot or cold, and sometimes I feel tired, fatigued, and sometimes I feel hungry. So I actually wake up with suffering. And depending on the level of exertion for that particular day, I can be extremely tired. I can have aches and pains. I can, be, all of these things can actually exist during the day. I mean, you could get a hill spur, you could vomit, you could have a toothache, you could have a piece of celery between your teeth, and it could be kind of like getting infected or inflamed, if you will. So everybody suffers, and this is Suffering Awareness 101. Suffering cannot be denied. So thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe if you already haven't.